Alright, sorry guys. So the panel that I was on was, it was great. Oh, okay, so what I was sharing was sharing my one bit of advice, and just that all of the steps that I really thought was unnecessary really helped build a bubble of success for me. I was able to pull so much from the required psychology meetings that I had, with the psychologist, I think. So it was so much. I was required to just see them 4 times, and I was like, everybody else I know only has to do it once. But I look back on so many of the things that I learned and discussed during that period of time, even though it was really a crazy experience. The learning process that I took from it, that I really made myself focus on, was really quite substantial in my success, I think. Really being able to focus where the responsibility is that I had in my current state of health and that kind of thing. So, and the one thing I wanted to share at the panel that I didn't get to share was how when you go in for surgery, they will weigh you beforehand and then they will weigh you after your surgery, and that you will always weigh more in that first post-op scale reading. And I was really grateful. I know I've mentioned this a few times, but I think it's so important because so many people, I think, myself included, I would have expected that there would be this huge weight loss right away, when in fact there's that initial spike because of the IV fluids, and then the decrease over time after that. So, and there is the rapid decrease in weight right away. Like, I think one day or over 2 days I lost 12 pounds or something like that, just because I think it was all the fluid off of me. So, but I enjoyed the panel, and I would love to go back again and see the other people on the panel. It was a really great group of people. There have been a couple of people who had their surgery like 7 years ago. One of the guys gained like 200 pounds back and then had lost it again, and so that was really kind of cool to see that there are for the fears that we have, for the fears that I have, I should say, of gaining a weight back someday. It was nice to see that somebody had done that and had still remembered, I have this tool that I've been given that I can use, and really took that and made it for the best. Took it around and really was able to turn it around again and utilize the tool again. Let me think. There was something. Oh, for any post-oppers, I have a question. I'm wondering if anybody has experienced the feeling that laughing has changed for them. I find now, when I'm singing and when I'm laughing, that those actions feel differently. Like when I laugh, it doesn't come as naturally. It almost feels like it's forced, even when it is very natural. Even when it is something very sincerely funny that I'm laughing at, my belly laughter that used to be like what I loved about laughing. I mean, I enjoyed laughing. Now I feel like it's a forced tightening and pressure. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one who has experienced this, and maybe you experienced it and have never thought of it, but I'm just throwing it out there because I want to know whether or not people have experienced the feeling of singing is more of a conscious effort to try and tighten my stomach to expel the air, now that I've lost the weight around my stomach, and whether or not laughing has changed too. So I would love comments or video responses to that, to let me know if you guys have experienced that. Okay, to the numbers. I don't know. I've been keeping an eye on the time, but once I came back from putting my son back to bed, I don't remember what time it was, so I don't know how much time I have. I want to get to my numbers, and then I'm considering possibly, maybe, doing a full body video for on excess skin just by myself, because I can't figure out a time when my husband and I will really stick to doing it. So I may just do it, put on a bathing suit and do it for you here. I don't know, but my numbers. Here we go. So I am officially an inductee of the Century Club. So, ta-da-da! I'm bowing. I'm tipping my hat. I don't know. Can I tip my hat to myself? That seems a little bit prideful, I guess. And that's not where I'm trying to go. But I have lost a total of 102 pounds, and I have lost a total of 102. Right now, I am at 100. I'm at a loss of 100.7. So I'm 101 point. I'm sorry. I'm at 141.2 is my weight right now, and I have gotten down to 139. And probably over the next 2 or 3 days, I will get back down. I always seem to like hit kind of a really low point, and then I will gradually, I'll lose 2 pounds, and then I'll go up 1.5 pounds, and then I'll gradually lose back down to that 2 pound mark, and then I'll maintain that for a while, and then I'll, lose like 1.5 pounds, and then I'll kind of gain back 1 pound, and then I'll go back down again. So it's kind of this little jog around. I really don't feel that desperation that I need to weigh myself every day anymore, so I may not do that. I hate the idea of getting up every day and like, if I go downstairs and have breakfast or have a cup of coffee, then I feel like, oh man, now I'm ruined for the day and I can't weigh myself. And if I do weigh myself and it's, if it's the same that it was yesterday, or if it's a little bit higher, then it's like, man, I shouldn't have had that something to eat. And so I don't want it to be such a focus for me to have to weigh myself every day. So I may change it to once a week. Who knows? So, but I just wanted to check in with you guys and let you know it's very exciting for me. I never ever thought ever that I would get to this point. Darn it. There's so many things. Like I'm thinking, oh man, I needed to talk about this and that. And one of the things was my doctor's appointment, when I talked to the nutritionist about my weight loss and whether or not I am still at a healthy weight, even though I knew based on my BMI that I was, and her conversation. So I will do a short, quick video after this, and then I think I'm done, unless I decide to do a full body shot. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Okay, I'll talk to you guys in just a minute. Bye.